you know why the Oscars don't cover video games? It's not because the idea of Randy Pitchford taking to the stage and shouting,
"I'm the king of the world!"
would be enough to put an end to the Academy Awards tradition forever. Although, actually, that is a good enough reason. But it's also because video game cutscenes are to Moonlight what Twinkies are to haute cuisine. Many performances within PC games are actually pretty decent, however. Some are even great. Michael Mando as Far Cry 3's Vars, Troy Baker as Tales from the Borderlands' Reese, or Troy Baker as Bioshock Infinite's Booker DeWitt. Most are simply serviceable, but some are moments of absolute madness, recorded for posterity forevermore. Here are 6 of those. And if you're a struggling voice actor looking to make your way, remember to like and subscribe, and we'll make you a star, kiddo.
First up, it's this scene from Resident Evil, in which a simple exchange of lockpicks is turned into a nightmarish Lynchian horror. In it, you'll hear Capcom's writers, who are presumably grown in petri dishes and have never heard a human conversation, approximate our parlance.
This mansion is gigantic. We could get into trouble if we get lost. We should start from the first floor, okay? And Jill, here's a lockpick. It might be handy if you, the master of unlocking, take it with you.
Thanks. Maybe I'll need it.
I mean, that's not even close. Granted, they're probably both a bit shaken up on account of the fact they're stuck in a mansion full of the undead, but come on. The only other time you'll find someone's body moving so willfully against the flow of their words is during a student union happy hour. Of course, it's the infamous Jill sandwich scene that's become the flag bearer for all that's wrong in Resident Evil's cutscenes, but that's become so iconic now it almost seems like Capcom went for schlockiness intentionally. This lockpick scene quickly dispels any such notions.
Nobody was in it, but strangely most of the equipment was still there.
Award-winning actors in this list? Can't be. Not possible. Well, tell that to J.K. Simmons, Oscar winner and recipient of 58 various other awards, and George Takei, winner of 7 awards and Grand High King of the Internet. These two normally award-winning actors decided to accept roles in Command & Conquer Red Alert 3 and then coincidentally forgot how to act. The title itself should have been enough warning for the pair not to accept the roles. Get it? Red Alert? Because... thanks very much.
You know those Russians can't be trusted. They hate everything we stand for. Freedom, liberty, the pursuit of happiness, apple pie. Did I say freedom? Well, it's worth saying again.
Not that these two are the worst thing about Red Alert 3's cinematics. I mean, if it was just their voices you could hear, maybe the performances would have been a little less embarrassing. But the cuts linger just a little bit too long to be considered comfortable watching. There's some serious eye contact from Jonathan Pryce here. And hang on, who let David Hasselhoff in here? What's going on? Let's not even get started on the ridiculously revealing costumes they've decided to put some of the ladies in. I mean, a faux leather hot pant and crop top combo? Where would you even buy a costume like this?
And you can't stop me. Should my heart stop beating, the weapon fires.
There are games that you just tell people are rubbish because you want some attention. Ooh, Call of Duty Ghosts was terrible. Ooh, Undertale was overrated. And then there's the real deal. The games that numbers below 5 on review scales were made for. 2007's Limbo of the Lost is one such game, and to gaze upon it is to go mad.
Ah! So you are awake! Good. No. Do not be fearful of me. I am to help, not to hurt. I am friend.
Oh, who? What? Who are you?
What appears to be happening here is that a Channel 5 football pundit is locked in a dungeon with only an upside-down goblin for company. A goblin who's evidently voiced by Keith Lemon doing a Macy Gray impression. In punishingly stilted dialogue, accompanied by frankly baffling windows in the centre of the screen, the two get to know each other in voices more grating than the sound of Katie Hopkins being scraped down a chalkboard. Finally, Iraq the Goblin just goes ahead and pulls an insect out of his ear by way of a parting gift. And the Oscar goes to...
It's a gift. Take it.
The reason rom-coms rarely make it to the red carpets of the Academy Awards is that they tend to be a bit formulaic. A criticism you couldn't really level at Mass Effect 3's Citadel DLC and its meet cute. Boy meets girl, boy charms girl. Girl is a heavily accented alien with a mirrored helmet for a face. Girl sits and sings painfully earnest song, while boy stares dead-eyed into his own reflection in her helmet. Hit it, Tarly.
Let the moon shining light add to levels with it.
I'm sure certain eyebrows were raised when Leliana started belting out a banger beside the campfire in Dragon Age Origins 2, but at least she wasn't singing through a phlegmy vocoder and positioned 4 inches from someone's face when she did it. And trust me on this one, not wearing a giant mirrored helmet is absolutely crucial when trying to seduce someone. Romance is hard, isn't it? Play me out, Tarly. Actually, I think we're good.
Deadly Premonition, aka Twin Peaks translated into an alien language and then back again, is not a good game. No, it's not. The best that can be said of it is that at times you can at least see what Swery and his team were trying to do. You can imagine a world in which this game about driving around in a car and having conversations with people while your beard grows in real time would have turned out great. But then there are scenes like this, in which all the game's horrid affectations amass and attack as one. You are about to witness a scene primarily about a turkey, jam and cereal sandwich, featuring a man who talks only in rhyme, stubbornly uses everyone's full names, and acts as a translator to a gas mask tycoon. Regarde,
Mr. Francis York Morgan, you should try this wonderful lunch. It's more than a delicious, tasty crunch. So says Mr. Stewart.
Right, couple of things. Who chose the whistling music? The same person who chose the riotous pop-punk song once Agent York takes a bite of a sandwich, I presume.
Can I change my order? I'll have what Harry is having.
And setting that aside for now, who directed this bit? Sorry, is that how we're gonna do it? With the laughter animation still playing while she's still ostensibly speaking? And that music underneath? Oh, forget it.
Even still, I just don't see you as a punk rocker.
Aliens Colonial Marines didn't quite pan out, did it? It's hard to put your finger on exactly what's wrong with it as you play, but after years of careful deliberation, I think I've figured it out. It's Michael Bihn's vocal performance.
Who the fuck is that?
Oh, great. Back here.
I'm Corporal Hicks from the USS Sulaco.
Watch and listen as the veteran Aliens actor audibly struggles to stay awake through his own VO session, lending a unique quality to the performance that makes you feel a little bit like you've accidentally called his mobile in the middle of the night.
I've been held under duress for months by Weyland-Yutani. They wanted information.
There's also the fact that Bihn sounds much older now than he was in 1986 when playing Hicks on screen. And that in turn leads to new problems that only 2013-era Gearbox could have found themselves facing. A fresh-faced digital Hicks with the voice of a gravelly old-timer. I don't know what he's been doing since James Cameron. That's your second shout-out now, JC. Wrap the movie, but it certainly wasn't a regime of soothing lozenges and early nights.
Stuff they're gonna figure out anyway. Enough to keep me alive without saying much.
We've journeyed through 6 moments of sheer madness in PC games cutscene history and emerged intact, if not enriched. What did we learn? Don't hire the sound director from Deadly Premonition if you want a scene to make sense. Don't sing through a vocoder if you want to get lucky. And definitely don't let James Cameron anywhere near a microphone.
I'm the king of the world!
Oh, for fuck's